Without further ado, let me introduce our first presenter, Greg Merrill with Adaptive Phage Therapeutics here in the Washington, D.C. area. Greg, are you there?
Well, good morning. I'm Greg Merrill. I'm the CEO of Adaptive Phage Therapeutics, and I'm very pleased to be here, and I'm very pleased to tell you that this week we achieved two excellent milestones. APT was named the Emerging Life Science Company of the Year by the Maryland Technology Council, and our lead clinical indication achieved orphan drug designation by the FDA, which potentially provides 7 years of market exclusivity in the United States. We are addressing the global crisis of antimicrobial resistance, which is caused by the ongoing evolution of bacteria. So all antibiotics are now either obsolete or are suffering from the emergence of resistance, which is driving antibiotics to fail commercially and therapeutically. APT's Phage Bank is an ongoing and expanding collection of bacteria-killing particles that are isolated from natural sources. Those particles are called phages. The Phage Bank is on track to be the first antimicrobial in history to expand in spectrum of coverage over time, ensuring long-term commercial viability. Phage Bank, because of that, is the anti-antibiotic from a business model standpoint. The Phage Bank was envisioned by our co-founder and my father, Dr. Carl Merrill, when he was a scientist at the National Institutes of Health. Phage Bank was developed then by the Biodefense program out of Fort Detrick in Maryland, as part of the U.S. Department of Defense. We were able to acquire the worldwide exclusive commercial rights to this technology in 2017. The Phage Bank is now a polymicrobial and broad-spectrum phage library. The phages are highly curated through genomic analysis and reviewed by the FDA prior to being used in human clinical trials. We GMP manufacture the phages in-house with our proprietary purification methods. We've partnered exclusively with the Mayo Clinic for global commercial launch of a companion diagnostic test to deliver the Phage Bank as a personalized precision therapy. The U.S. Department of Defense is now funding this effort to make the therapy broadly available both to the military and to civilian markets, initially providing us with $24 million of funding. Our pipeline currently includes 4 therapeutic programs. Prosthetic joint infections are our lead indication. The Mayo Clinic is funding the phase 1/2 trials. Chronic urinary tract infections and wound-related infections are funded by the Defense Health Agency, and cystic fibrosis-related lung infection trials are funded by the National Institutes of Health. As I mentioned, our companion diagnostic technology is being commercialized in collaboration with the Mayo Clinic laboratories, and we're now one of the leading defense-funded COVID-19 vaccine programs, which leverages our expertise in manufacturing for a phage display vaccine candidate. We're in a unique position of having experience in over 30 in-human uses of our therapy under emergency use allowance, provides us with a high confidence going into our clinical trials, significantly de-risks our clinical programs. And a number of these cases have been extremely dramatic rescues of patients that had otherwise run out of therapy options. And those patients' stories have formed the basis of now 2 best-selling books and several documentary films. And more importantly, has helped us to learn how to rapidly and effectively deploy our Phage Bank therapy. In summary, our first 4 targeted indications represent over $1.6 billion in peak sales in the U.S. market. Our programs have been de-risked through over 30 clinical proof points through emergency use. We've raised over $36 million to date 85% of our operating expenses are covered by non-dilutive military contracts, and additional military contracts are anticipated. We're planning a $30 million Series B to close in early 2021, and our current investors include the Mayo Clinic, Alexandria Venture Investments, Hackensack Meridian Health, which is the largest hospital chain in New Jersey, Tedco, and a confidential New York Stock Exchange traded pharmaceutical company. Thank you, and please reach out if you're interested in learning more about adaptive phage therapeutics. Enjoy the rest of the show.